Welcome to a quick guide on crafting and upgrading items in Cyberpunk 2077. Now, to jump straight on into this, you're going to need your in-game menu. You've probably noticed by this point there is a crafting tab on the left hand side, so what we're going to need to do is go into that. Now, what you'll be presented with is a list of items that is applicable to your current level. So you won't really get items that were for like level 1, for instance. And there'll be a variety of rarities. Now, I believe it goes from common all the way to legendary. I could be mistaken on that. At the moment, it's showing a variation between common and epic. Now, you might notice something different between my crafting and yours, and that would be the presence of rare items. Now, rare items are only applicable to be crafted if you have the necessary perk for it. If you want that perk, you simply need to go into Character, Technical Ability, Crafting, and then select True Craftsman, which will allow you to craft rare items. You can also get plans for crafting off the various vendors throughout the game, which typically will be rare or uncommon. Also, NPCs will drop them as the game sort of progresses. Now, to craft an item, what you will typically need is a selection of the common item components for that necessary level. Now, this kind of cascades upwards, and by that I simply mean that for every rarity up from your previous rarity, so let's just take for example you want to craft an uncommon item, you will basically need not just uncommon item components, you will also need common item components. And then obviously for rare, you will need not just rare item components, but you'll also need common item components, uncommon item components, and in some cases epic item components, depending on the item that you will be making. Now, for epics, again the same sort of thing, except you will also need legendary item components. But for just the uncommon and common items, you just need those relative item components, if that makes sense. I hope I've made that clear. Now, for the upgrades, there is a little bit of a difference between the common and uncommon versus the rare and epic. So to upgrade an item to either rare or epic, you need if I get this right, the upgrade components. Yes, the upgrade components. So for instance, I've selected this katana here, so I'm upgrading a katana and it's going to maintain the rare status. So all I need is common item components, uncommon item components, rare item components, and rare upgrade components. If this katana was to be upgraded to epic, I would also need the necessary epic upgrade components, similar to how you would basically have an epic item upgraded. Common items uncommon items simply need the common item components and uncommon item components, and I do not need a uncommon upgrade component, similar to the common components as well, unless they're going to be taking the step up into the rare components. Now, to actually get hold of these components, you can do it one of kind of two ways. One is actually technically one of three ways. I believe you can find these item components throughout the whole game, which is great, but it's kind of really slow. You can buy these off vendors. Again, you'll probably find that quite expensive. The most common way to get them that I've found so far is to disassemble items, typically guns. So if I jump back to my inventory and my backpack, and then jump to my guns, I've usually got quite a lot of guns. You simply need to hover over the item that you want to disassemble. Now, on the left hand side, you will notice that there is an increase on, or it's basically highlighting the fact that I will be receiving 11 uncommon item components and 4 common item components. So if you, for instance, want to just get X amount to just craft your perfect item, and you're a bit hesitant to just destroy your entire bag, you can obviously just select the ones you need. Now, I'm a bit gung-ho with these things. I kind of just take the opinion of once I don't need them, or if I don't have the item equipped, it's useless to me. So all I need to do to disassemble an item, hover over it, hold down Z, and I can just rattle through all of these, giving me variations of components. Now, obviously, with the rare ones, it won't only give me, it will give me as well the upgrade item components, and similarly to the epic. if I were to disassemble that, but for some reason... Oh, I've got it equipped, I can't disassemble it. Do I have a knife? Yes, I have a knife that I can disassemble, which will obviously give me the epic upgrade item components that I need as well. Now obviously there is the legendary, which I need to get the legendary item components, but unfortunately I have not had any of those just yet. Now that in a nutshell is crafting within Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you found this guide useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and it would be much appreciated if you hit that subscribe button and you will be notified for all of my future videos. Bye for now.